Wow. So now we're going to talk about the epic climax leading up to what will be the end. Or at least with this movie.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of humans died during that battle. So,
Really?
well, look. Like I said, humanity first, you know?
I
So,
have nothing wrong with the humanity first part. What I am concerned about is what they all chose to do of their own free will. That's what concerns me.
I am hoping that the biologist actually survived the crash.
Oh, the marine biologist?
Yeah,
who
I
was
actually liked him.
empathetic?
I mean, you know, it's kind of like, how can you live with yourself for putting up with that one ass?
Oh, yeah, and that's why he said, yeah, that's why I drink, because this is all just ridiculous.
I'm hoping in the next film, you know, like he got picked up on the way back to the mainland, and it's like, you know, I'm gonna chill out with the Avatar scientists. But anyways, on with the climax. The climax was really good. It was definitely different from the first film. The first film was just basically all out war.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this one, it was just more or less a centralized battle.
Yeah.
You know, basically, spoiler alert, the...
This is a spoiler talk, dude.
I know, but you never know if someone walked into the room while they're watching.
Okay.
So, you know, the thing is, you know, the main antagonists are using a whaling vessel to try and draw out the Sully family, and they finally were successful on drawing them out.
Mm-hmm. With the whale thing.
Yep, exactly. And what ended up happening was, you know, the typical villain capturing some of the kids to help draw Sully out. And then, you know, a unexpected surprise happens, which caused absolute chaos, and the rest of the water tribe of the Na'vi to attack the whaling vessel. And I'm just gonna say, I mean, that whaling vessel was very underprepared for an all-out assault from a tribe of angry Na'vi.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what the thing is, if Pycon had not interfered... Yeah, if he had not interfered, you know, the humans would have had a major advantage.
Oh, yes. And Sully was ready to give himself up. He wasn't talking to Neytiri, who was on his, you know, radar, asking what was going on.
Yep. Well, the thing is, I got a question for you. Do you think Queerage, you know, tomatoes, would have actually released the kids? I think he probably would have. He just, you know, from some of the previous actions of him actually not being a complete and absolute monster, but actually...
Yeah, he never really killed them because he saw them as... Or he acted like he saw them as, no, we can just use them to draw who we really want out here, which is Jake.
Well, thing is, at that point, you kind of have to, and we're talking psychologically here, kind of balance it out. One moment, you know, you could be honorable, let the kids go, but then the kids could come back and be a major pain in the ass for you and could probably kill you. Just look at history. This has happened many times. Or number two is you killed the dad and then you killed the kids. That way there's no loose ends.
Yeah. And so which one do you think he would have done?
I think the fact that he was actually trying to be at least reasonable, and, you know, he's not a cold cut two-dimensional villain like a lot of villains that are out there in the film industry and comics and everything. He actually has a fairly decent, you know, complexity to his character.
Morality?
Yeah. I think he would have done it personally, but again, and that's one perspective we did not get, so I guess we need a Rick and Morty episode where we see the alternatives of what happened. You know, multi-dimensional television. But anyways,
okay.
I think he would have let him go. personally. Probably would have used them long enough to get Neytiri to come out as well, because he had, in his words, a bone to pick with her.
And he's still feeling bruised, or shall we say,
he owed her a death, as he put it. That's what I was trying to say. He owes her a death.
Dance.
No, death.
Dance.
He said death. You guys confirm dance or death in the comments below.
Yeah, please do. I mean, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I can admit it. But if this guy here, yeah, please let us know.
I'm willing to admit if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't let my ego get in the way. But just back to the whole conflict, though, it was actually very well done.
And speaking on Neytiri, when they killed her son,
she went full on rampage.
Mama bear.
Like we're talking like Liam Nielsen Taken level. I'm gonna get you kind of level here.
Oh, and she got a lot of them.
So you hashtag Liam Nielsen versus Neytiri. Who wins? And so that said, I mean, I guess the only other thing I will say is I love the part where the jackass shoots the explosive harpoon at Pycon, and Pycon, knowing what was going to happen, lowered his head and bounced this thing off. I mean, I thought that was hilarious because it's like, dang.
Yeah, he did not see that coming, did he?
No, he didn't. I mean, all the dumbass knew, pardon my language, was, the Wells never fought back.
Nope.
Yep.
And he was wrong about that. Woo.
Well, so I guess the final thing
the ending, wrapping it all up. So Courage survives, which is not a shock to me because I did not think he was gonna die that easily. Yeah, and also with how can I say, Spider, who helped
his dad.
Helped him. Yeah, he helped Courage survive, his avatar survive, and
Recom.
Okay, whatever. And then he goes back with the Sullys to be with his friends and
surrogate parents.
Well, if you would consider Neytiri a surrogate parent, because I don't think she would consider
I
that.
suspect she'll warm up to him eventually, or
because she was like, yeah, I know who this boy belongs to, and I do not care for him.
I am sure there is going to be an artist out there that's going to draw Neytiri looking at Jake and say, it's either me or Spider.
Oh, God. And basically, yes, he is full-on adopted into their family when Jake says a son for a son.
Exactly. That is true.
So, nice. And also, I don't know, but do you think there's a possible romance that could go down between Spider and Kiri?
They're definitely. Here's the thing: Kiri is part human and definitely Na'vi. Now, if you read the lore, they said that, humans are closer to a garden slug than to a Na'vi, genetically speaking. However, Jake has definitely shown that a hybrid Na'vi, like Jake's avatar, can breed with a pure Na'vi like Neytiri, and of course we got some interesting children.
Yep, and here we are.
Yeah, so if Kiri and Spider got together, first off, that would be very interesting to see what would happen. And secondly, I guess he would have a thing for tall women at that point. I mean, tall women are awesome in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I actually like women that are taller than me. But...
And I like tall dudes, which is not odd at all.
Well, I just like tall women because, they put on heels and they look great. But anyways, that said, jokes aside, it will be interesting to see what happens. I mean, for all we know is Spider might actually betray the Sully family in the next movie.
Oh, I hope to God not.
I mean, that would be a plot twist.
Yeah, that would be a plot twist, but he was defending them the whole time in this movie. So.
I mean, Neytiri's resentment to Spider might push him over the edge.
Maybe. Okay.
I know at least they'll probably have at least a moment of bonding in the next movie where like the two of them will express their, resentment or whatever, and probably have an opportunity where they'll actually start bonding.
True. But just getting right along. So, so that happens. And also they bury their son with the Mitakayan people. And now that makes them fully, officially one of them. So they are welcome to stay with the people there, water.
I suspect that this will play a major part later on, because where the humans have their bridgehead civilization set up, there's a portion of it that's water. Mm-hmm. I suspect when the final climax between the Sky people and the Na'vi, I suspect, this would definitely have a part to play.
Yeah.
So...
And I still feel bad for Neytiri, though, because she really has gone through a lot ever since Jake came into her life. Even though
she tried to kill him when they first met, but hey, it was love on first sight, am I right?
Well, first it was a spiritual sign, and then maybe later
Hey, I'm just quoting the movie, thank you very much. So Sully didn't know that the little Iowa spawn landed on the arrow. Spawn. We'll just call it seed, spawn, whatever.
Holy seeds.
I bet if I got a dandelion and blew it on Pandora, they would go, ooh, it is the holy seed of Iowa. Hey, okay. Thing is, I know I'm making fun of the Na'vi, but the thing is, I think they actually have a beautiful culture going on, all seriousness. James Cameron actually did a great job on depicting it,
Pandora is amazing.
It is very amazing, and, it's interesting how James Cameron was able to take different cultures and mold them together into creating what the Na'vi are. You have Polynesian, we have some African aspects, and we have Native American as well. And those are the three big ones I can think of off the top of my head.
And Latin Americans, maybe.
Possibly, but you
can't say for sure yet.
So,
but it's definitely true.
I know we'll be seeing another tribe in the next film.
Yeah, so
known as the what was it, Ash people or the Shadow people?
I forgot.
Either way, basically, we'll be seeing another tribe of Na'vi, and we would definitely be seeing a different aspect altogether.
Oh, yes.
So...
And also, on top of that, just thinking about it, I know so many people have had criticisms about the first one, about how it seemed more like a James Cameron's take on Pocahontas or Ferngully, The Last Rainforest, or Dances with Wolves, and I guess if you want to include Atlantis, The Lost Empire, but
all great titles.
Yeah, all great films in their own way, but I can understand why people would say that, because it goes back to that whole white savior trope. For some of them, I won't, no offense, but it's just, that's just what's been talked about in the criticism, okay? This is...
No, go on.
But either way, the point is that I wouldn't count this completely as that. I mean, I can understand why in first viewing or second viewing you would see it like that, because I mean, hey, a white dude in an avatar body, and once he's accepted into the people, he is now able to speak amongst them, and then also when he becomes Taruk Makto, he is able to lead, and or after the chosen leader has died, which that was still, for me, I'm sorry, y'all, I have to say I did not like that. I did not like it when they killed Sute in the first film, because I'm like, are you serious? It's already enough he didn't get the girl, which it was fine because he was a bit of a butthole anyway, but for him to die like that was not cool.
Sute, though, was a proud warrior, and I, give him credit where credit's due on that.
Yes. Now, and he would have made a great leader.
Yeah, I think to a degree he would have, but he was still kind of a young buck, so I think he would have irrationally gone to war a lot quicker with the Sky people than a older, wiser leader, which would be like, let's consider our options before we do this.
Okay.
I mean, look, just being wise here.
Understood.
Now, just on the whole thing on what you were talking about.
But the point is that there was so much more to it than that, in my opinion. I feel like any how could I say, a Marine who was put in the position of Jace, whether he be white, whether he be black, whether he be Native American or Asian or Hispanic, could have experienced the same experience that Jake experienced. Because really, at first, they were trying to use him. That was the whole point. They weren't doing this to help him get his legs back. They were using him because he so happened to be a twin brother to the one who was controlling the Avatar before he died.
Well, here's how I look at it. Slightly different opinion, but, we're friends here.
Yes.
I see it as humanity versus the Na'vi, and, that's how I look at it. I mean, I know that's kind of like just a surface level scratch there.
Tough.
Yeah, but, the fact of the matter is, there's enough craziness already in this world that, it's just better just to look at it in simple terms. Na'vi versus humanity. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and that was kind of tough too. One thing that I didn't like is, like, I personally, like I said, I'm not trying to hate on humanity, because I understand that humans
Well, you are human.
Yes, I'm human, definitely. And humans are complex too. They are not all evil. And so it's like, I wish we could see more of that in the next coming Avatar films, about that humans, not all of them are evil. Some of them too feel like what's going on here is wrong, and they may want to help, but they just don't know how.
One thing I would actually like to see in the next film, like some of the military personnel, from Earth, actually willing to, cooperate or correspond with the Na'vi, to show that not all humans are bad. The thing is, it's not, everything's not black and white, and, no puns or anything here, just, or, it's just, there are good people, there are bad people, and then there are just jerks out there, plain and simple. And, it's me personally, live and let live. Like, if I'm, like, open up trade with the Na'vi, show them, hey, look, we want to be neighbors. We don't want to subjugate you.
Or take your land.
Exactly. I'm surprised the humans actually didn't send, like, a official negotiator or ambassador,
Well, actually, that was kind of what they somewhat did in the first film with the whole diplomats.
With the Avatar. Well, yeah, with the avatars and all, but it didn't work out. I mean, we could go on for hours about this.
Yeah, but
so
we're not going to do
our
that.
time is limited.
Yes.
So, there's a lot of speculation here, and unfortunately, I'm not James Cameron. Unfortunately, you're not James Cameron.
No way.
And, so I guess the last thing to mention is the next movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see it because James Cameron... Yeah, The Seed Bear. James Cameron has said that he set it up where if the second movie bombed, they're still going to air the third movie, and there's enough closure at the end of it, that's it. But the second movie does a great job, then the third movie's going to come out, then the fourth movie's going to come out, and so on and so forth, and it's going to be great. And, from what I understand, this next movie is coming out in 2024, December 20th.
So we have time.
Yep. I am excited.
Same here.
We'll probably meet a new character that's Na'vi called Blueberry, which is kind of like Scrappy Doo, but as a Na'vi. But, my hopes are up, so, hashtag Blueberry. So,
hashtag Avatar on my end.
So, either or, I think this is exciting.
Yes, very.
But I do think we don't want to bore these folks too
No,
much longer.
we don't. We have taken up enough of their time already. So let's get to the closing. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any views or comments on the spoilers we talked about on Avatar: The Way of Water, please leave them down in the comment section below. We would love to hear your thoughts on what you thought of them, or if there was anything you thought we missed and what we brought up. And thank you, Andrew, for coming on to talk about spoilers with me, man.
You are welcome. Why are we shaking? We're friends.
Yeah,
We're
right,
friends.
right.
Hey, friends are great.
Very
And,
awesome.
And I just want to take a second to personally thank you for having me a part of this and all.
Of course.
And hey, look,
We might have him again for another movie. Who knows?
this is my first time doing one of these. Look, if there's enough of a demand for me to come back, I guess I can make a guest appearance again. I wouldn't mind doing that for Mario.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be great.
64, 65.
Yeah, it's 64.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the film with
Adam Driver.
yeah, exactly, and dinosaurs. Like, well,
All
I
right.
guess the only other thing is thank you for having me, and she's actually going to be voice acting some comic reading dubs in the near future with my comic series as well. So I'll make sure to have her announce that in the future.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. And once again, y'all, thank you for watching this spoiler talk.
And
We really appreciate it.
and remember, I see you.
Yes, I see you.
Ooh,
Have a good day, everyone.
Happy New Year's.
Yes, Happy New Year's, and also Happy Valentine's Day if I don't have anything coming around that time. And till then, I see you, lovelies. Bye.